So second video review for this week is for my paperback read, which was Goldenseal by Gill Mcknight. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I have just posted that a couple of days ago, so if you're on Facebook there is a link below all the other videos, or if you're on YouTube there is a link in the description below. For any of you that missed the introduction video last week, this is what the book looks like. The introduction video is available on YouTube or on Facebook, please go and check it out. And this is the video review. So Goldenseal, oh my god, it is the first book in the Garrel series. Now I have already read one of the books in the Garrel series because I read Little Dip before I started my blog, my review vlog, and it was an arc from Dirt Road Books. It's a prequel to the already existing 4 books that were in the series, and I absolutely loved it. So once I'd read that, I knew I wanted to read the Garrel series, and I knew I was probably gonna love it, and I did. So having already read that, I was so excited to see where it all started, and I wasn't disappointed. I really wasn't. So it introduces the family, the Garrel family, if you haven't met them before, because obviously if you haven't read Little Dip then you will never have met the Garrels before. This will be your first experience of it. So it introduces the family really well. I'd say start here. I mean, I started with Little Dip because it's what I had, but I would definitely start with this book first, work your way through it all, and then read Little Dip as a prequel, because it will give you certain advantages if you've read that when you read book 1, but it doesn't matter. You can read them pretty much, probably in any order. They're pretty much standalone. This one explained everything, and so I was getting a good sense of everything. So it introduces the family and Amy Fortune, who is technically honorary Garrel family, but she's not blood. So she's been brought in to pick up her aunt's work, where her aunt has been taken ill, and she's come back home in a sense. It's not that she spent a lot of time growing up in Little Dip, which is where the Garrels live, and so she's come back to do this work. So it's fascinating to learn about the characters now that they're a little bit more grown up, some of them, and how everything's changed, and all the characters in the focus that wasn't part of that prequel that I'd already read. It's very difficult now because I've read the prequel, I know so much already, but if you haven't read that and you're reading this for the first time, I can guarantee you are going to get all the information you need to understand the family, Amy, and Amy's connection to the family. So I absolutely adored every moment of the story. I really did. She's no stranger to the Garrels. She's grown up around them, she's been around them for a long time, but there is stuff she still doesn't know. You think you know someone. I think that's how you can pretty much tag this book. Amy really thought she knew Leonie when they were young. She had a bit of a relationship with Leonie. Leonie broke her heart, and then obviously she's come back. She knows she's got to do this work. She's got to do this almanac work for her auntie Connie. She's got to carry it on, but she's very wary of being around Leonie again after all these years. So experiencing this story from Amy's perspective was really refreshing, because although she was really familiar with the valley and Little Dip, and the family, the Garrels and everything, she had a lot to learn, and she had this past with Leonie that she had to face, and she pretty much had to face it head on, because Leonie was like a shadow. I found myself completely caught up in it. I really did. Caught up in Amy and Leonie's strained relationship, and it really is a strained relationship. You can tell they had this connection years ago, and you can tell it's still there, but you can tell that Amy's really fighting all her feelings. It kept a subplot running, because their relationship is pretty much a subplot in this. The main plot of this is Amy coming back and dealing with her own feelings and dealing with the mystery of the Garrels, you know, uncovering their secrets and having an adventure while she does that, which was utterly thrilling, and at the same time ultimately like the scariest and most frightening thing in the world. Adventures in Little Dip are certainly that, you know, they're not without their drama. I am now really excited to read the rest of the Garrel series. I'm gonna try and get some paperback copies, because now I have one paperback, obviously I need the rest. But I'm really excited to check it out at some point. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. Completely hooked on it. You know, because as if I wasn't before. When I read Little Dip, I knew I was going to love this series. It's a must-read series, and Goldenseal is a must-read start. Like, give it a go. It's just brilliant. I highly recommend it, especially for anyone into the sort of supernatural with their romance. It's got a really nice balance between supernatural and romance, love and relationships, with a pinch of angst and tons of excitement. Like, it's such an exciting read. There's so much in there to capture you as a reader and just leave you wanting so much more from the Garrel series. Their relationships, their world, everything is just amazing. I absolutely loved it. Can't wait to check out the rest of the series. So I'll pop a link in the description so that if you haven't already, go and grab yourself the first book in the Garrel series. Go and grab yourself a copy of Goldenseal. If you've read Goldenseal by Gill Mcknight, please let me know what you thought of it. Please let me know what you think of the Garrel series if it's something you're really interested in. And if you haven't read it yet, or if it's on your to be read list, or you're now really interested in checking it out, please let us know, because it's always great to hear when someone's interested and found a new book that they want to check out. This one, like I say, it's a classic. It's a lesfic classic, let's put it that way. It's been around for a few years. It's established, and it's a really good read. So if you are looking for a place to start here. Start with book 1 in the Garrel series. You won't be disappointed, and if you do pick up a copy, I really hope you enjoy it. Bye.